You could love dudes and not act like a broad, right?
Right, because he really wears dresses.
Hey, man, I get it. You could love dudes, but you ain't a broad. You're a girl. You're a man.
I just want to know who told EJ he was putting that shit on. Dressed to the nines, he said. Now, I give credit where credit is due, but baby, let's be honest. Where's the fashion icon? Before you start trying to compare yourself and throw shade, let's have the credentials to back it up, babe.
Y'all, Wendy Williams is making headlines again after publicly weighing in on the controversy surrounding EJ Johnson. As only Wendy can, she didn't hold back. In case you missed it, EJ Johnson recently sparked a wave of backlash after making comments that many people found controversial. During an interview, he said he believes he looks better than every woman in the room and admitted that he intentionally competes with straight women for men's attention. Those remarks quickly went viral, drawing criticism from all sides. Gay influencers, women, and even some of EJ's supporters questioned his comments, arguing that they were unnecessarily provocative and disrespectful. Despite the backlash, EJ has stood firmly by what he said, making it clear he has no plans to walk back his remarks. Now, Wendy Williams has entered the conversation, offering her own unfiltered opinion and reminding everyone why she's long been known for speaking her mind, no matter how controversial the topic may be.
Talk about the Bergen, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is a 35 centimeter. This is a 35 centimeter, and 35 centimeters are for going to your daytime things, to your fashion show during the day, or to your lunch during the day, or to a breakfast during the day, or running your errands during the day. But anyway, it's during the day. Please don't bring your large format bag on a red carpet at night or during your dinner. You must go home and change and find a smaller format bag. Get into your 25 centimeter purse, or your mini Kelly is also an option. Something tiny. This does not go to dinner. She's not going to dinner.
What exactly is going on with EJ? Many people have long known him for his bold personality and unapologetic confidence, but his recent comments about women caught a lot of viewers off guard. During a recent discussion, EJ shared that he fully embraces his feminine energy and has accepted that this is who he is. He also said he asked his parents, Magic Johnson and Cookie Johnson, to stop referring to him with he/him pronouns or calling him their son. According to EJ, he now prefers she/they pronouns and said he views his former identity as being part of his past. At the same time, EJ has also stated that he is not transitioning and does not identify as transgender, emphasizing that he does not want people to assume he is part of the trans community simply because of his gender expression. Those comments have sparked widespread discussion online, with supporters praising EJ for speaking openly about his identity, while others have questioned or debated his perspective. :
Say call me EJ as much as possible. Okay. You know, it's like pronouns I don't really like he, but like I've also trained myself not to get upset when other people use it, which I think is very important, because you're giving your power away when you lose it. You know, you give words too much of personal power. They is fine, whatever. She is cool. Like, I'm really not a stickler about it.
Now, everyone is entitled to live their life on their own terms. However, many people online felt confused by what they saw as a contradiction. On one hand, EJ has asked others to respect his preferred pronouns and identity, while on the other, some viewers felt his comments about women came across as dismissive or insulting. Those remarks quickly became a major talking point across social media. EJ also stated that he does not date gay or transgender men. Instead, he said he is primarily attracted to men with traditionally masculine energy and even claimed that he tends to be interested in straight men. Those comments sparked another round of debate, with some people respecting his dating preferences while others questioned the way he described them and the message they might send.
I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
From where I'm sitting, it seems like EJ may view attraction and sexual orientation differently than many other people do, and that's become a major part of the online debate. Whether that perspective was influenced by conversations with people like Carlos King or simply reflects EJ's personal views is open to interpretation. What really got people talking, though, was EJ's bold claim that he believes he always looks better than any woman in the room. That statement quickly went viral, with many viewers calling it overly confident, while others saw it as intentionally provocative and guaranteed to spark controversy.
Especially if I look cuter than any girl does. Like, what's the problem? Like, what's the issue? And that's exactly how I apply it to myself these days in the way that I present, like in my, in my feminine regalia. I've always been a feminine being, and like that's just like how I best express myself. But I'm like, listen, I'm out all the time, and like I'm killing a dress and no one else is. Like the girls in the room are not doing it. Like they don't look cute. They're not dressed to any nines. So, I love it.
Plenty of people wouldn't have an issue with EJ celebrating his fashion sense or expressing confidence in his appearance. However, for many critics, the controversy wasn't about self-confidence, it was about the comparisons. They felt that by saying he looks better than any woman in the room, EJ crossed a line from celebrating himself to putting other women down. Those comments led some viewers to argue that he seemed more interested in competing with women than uplifting them, which they found unnecessary. Others also questioned how EJ's life experiences compare to those of the women he was referencing. Some commenters pointed out that, as the child of Magic Johnson, EJ has grown up with significant privilege and access to opportunities that most people don't have. They argued that while he embraces a feminine presentation through fashion, makeup, and designer clothing, he has not experienced many of the societal challenges that women commonly face, such as sexism and misogyny. Because of that, some critics felt his remarks came across as dismissive rather than empowering. The online conversation quickly became divided. Supporters defended EJ's comments as confidence, performance, or playful self-expression, while others viewed them as disrespectful and unnecessarily provocative. For those critics, the issue wasn't how EJ dresses or expresses himself. It was the perception that he was elevating himself by belittling women. That, more than anything else, is what has continued to fuel the backlash and keep the debate going across social media.
EJ Johnson said he is the baddest in the room. He's better than any other female in the room. Well, yes, if the room is empty. Listen, EJ, I don't understand why the LGBTQ community is always trying to be in competition with women. Women is not in competition with us, especially if you up there trying to be a woman. You in woman's clothes, you in a dress, and that's cool. Express yourself how you want to, but why are you trying to bring down the next bit? You better than them. Anybody with two sets of eyes know that's not true. I don't know what land of delusion you reside in, but you best check the mailbox. The brochure said false advertisement. That is not true. That is incorrect. Okay.
Despite the backlash, EJ didn't appear interested in changing his stance. He said he isn't concerned about fitting into any particular community or seeking anyone's approval because, in his view, acceptance isn't something he's chasing. Those remarks sparked another wave of reactions online, with many people arguing that his perspective is shaped by the privileges he's had throughout his life. Some critics questioned whether EJ would have the same level of public attention if he weren't Magic Johnson's son, while others pointed out that much of his visibility comes from his family name and television appearances rather than a traditional entertainment career. For Wendy Williams and many of the people commenting online, the issue wasn't simply EJ's confidence. It was the way his comments came across to others. Critics argued that expressing self-confidence is one thing, but repeatedly comparing himself to women and framing them as competition is another. Some also revisited past moments from EJ's reality television appearances, claiming they reflected a pattern of competitive behavior involving women. Supporters, however, viewed those incidents differently, saying they were taken out of context or exaggerated for television. Regardless of where people stand, EJ's remarks have continued to divide opinion, with many believing the controversy is far from over.
Is he sexy?
Yes, he's fine.
He's a loser.
You don't like him, EJ?
Okay.
I met Anthony over the summer when I was vacationing in the south of France. We flirted, made plans to hook up, and yeah, after that, I've noticed that he was talking a lot with Lisa in the corner, and then the man who led me on is now hooking up with my sister, and I'm supposed to be okay with it.
Wendy's perspective also comes from her decades in the entertainment industry, where she's often discussed the topic of men who keep their relationships with other men private while publicly dating women. She has previously argued that some men maintain heterosexual relationships because they're concerned about public perception or how their careers might be affected. Based on that viewpoint, Wendy suggested that if EJ believes he's attracting straight men, the reality may be more complicated than he realizes. However, sexual orientation is personal, and it's not possible to determine someone's orientation based solely on public speculation or who they're seen with. EJ's comments also reignited a broader conversation online about the way some public figures speak about women. Many critics argued that his remarks came across as unnecessarily competitive and disrespectful, especially when he suggested he looked better than every woman in the room. Others felt the issue wasn't his confidence, but the fact that his statements appeared to compare or diminish women in the process. At the same time, some supporters defended EJ, saying his comments were meant to be humorous, exaggerated, or simply part of his larger-than-life personality. The debate has remained divided across social media. Some people believe EJ's remarks reflect a growing trend of using shock value to generate attention, while others think the backlash has been disproportionate. Regardless of where people stand, one thing is clear: his comments have sparked widespread discussion and drawn strong reactions from people across different communities. So, what do you think? Were EJ's comments simply bold confidence taken too far? Or do you think the criticism he's receiving is justified? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.